talking of people who are prepared to do extraordinary things, it never does fail to surprise me how amazing the challenges people are prepared to take on can be. Matty Lewis from York is running miles. He's already run an awfully long way, and now he's also shaving his head, and it's all for a great cause. He's with us on the line now. Good morning, Matty.
Good morning. How are you, Jonathan?
Not so bad, thank you. What should we do? Head shaving or running? Let's talk about running first. Tell me about the run. Well, you had a run planned, and of course, circumstances in everybody's lives have changed. What was the plan initially?
Yeah, the plan was that there would be a handful of us that would run from Land's End to John O'Groats to raise money for the Motor Neurone Disease Association in reflection of Rob Burrows' sort of announcement when he found out last year. So the plan was to run the full length. However, because of various different lockdowns and tiers and stuff like that, then we had to change plan a little bit.
Okay, so what have you done instead?
So we decided that collectively as a team, over a period of 10 weeks in the run-up to Christmas, we would run the distance individually. We would all collectively run sort of the 1,000 miles, as it's total now. So we decided we'd have a push on and do it that way and raise money for the cause.
So where have you done your running then? I mean, there were times during lockdown when people were doing crazy things, going round and round the garden and wearing out the grass, or people were climbing the equivalent of Ben Nevis or Everest by going up and down the stairs. Where have you done your running?
Well, I know a good handful of us have been doing it around the racecourse, around York Racecourse, so that's been sending me dizzy. So I've been doing about 25 kilometres a week for the cause. So we decided that when we got to Christmas, we wanted one big final day where we'd go from the community stadium in York to Headingley in Leeds. But obviously because of the tiers, we thought we can't have that big final day. So instead, we've decided to do it all over again. So the full distance all over again and aim to raise £10,000 in total.
£10,000. What was the reaction from the group when somebody came up with the bright idea, let's do it all again?
Well, do you know what? It's funny because we've all enjoyed it, and we'd raised nearly £5,000 by that point. And because we felt like we were certainly getting word out there a bit, one person suggested it, and we all just went, yeah, let's do it. We're all motivated. We all want to make a difference. So actually, wasn't too much resistance.
Okay, right. So that's the running, and off you all go again. How's that go? You've started that, I'm assuming.
Yes, we started that all over again. So we've done another couple of 100 miles into the second attempt.
Very good.
So we're well into that. But we were, going from the running to the shaving the head thing. I mean, this is just one of my silly ideas I like to come up with, where we were about £300 short of our £5,000 target the other day, and I thought, what can we do in lockdown to give us a bit of a fundraising boost? And I'm very precious about my hair, Jonathan. I really am. But I stood forward and said, well, I'll get rid of it.
Okay. I mean, we're living through times, we're back into a lockdown period now when those people who managed to get a haircut over Christmas, they're starting to fester about the fact that it could be another 4, 6, 8 weeks or maybe more before they can get back to the hairdresser to have their hair titivated to their liking.
Yeah, it's two birds, one stone, isn't it?
Well, you've certainly solved your problem if you are a bit precious about your hair. When has this been done, or is this still to come?
This is still to come. So I'm enjoying my luscious locks for the next sort of 48 hours, and then Thursday evening, when we record a vlogcast, my mate Mike, who does the vlogcast with me, my support bubble, he's going to, I imagine, take great pleasure in shaving it all off.
Right, so you've got a nominated person. I've never asked this before. I've spoken to any number of people over the years who've had their head shaved for charity. Do you begin with a pair of scissors, or does somebody come up with a proper barber's style set of clippers, and then does it actually get down to the nasty nitty gritty of shaving foam and a razor?
Well, I think probably everyone does it differently, but for myself, I just need it over with as quickly as possible with no hesitation. It's like doing a bungee jump, isn't it? Sometimes you just want them to push you. So I'm just going to go straight in with electric clippers and go for as short as I can possibly get it and get it done. It'll be chilly this time of year, man.
Yeah, it will. You're going to need a woolly bobble hat or something like that. Or maybe you can find a fright wig from somewhere that would be appropriate. I don't know.
Oh, it has been suggested, actually, to raise a bit more money, but we'll discuss that at a later date.
Okay. Watch this space. And just remind us again why this is so important to you, why the running in the group, why you're getting your head shaved.
Yeah, well, we saw Kevin Sinfield obviously do some amazing things in the festive period, but for us as a team, we all like rugby league, and certainly when I was growing up, Rob Burrow was a very influential player, and he was feared as a member of the opposition team. So to see the documentary after he got his diagnosis and how fast he's deteriorated, it's had an impact on a lot of people, and we certainly wanted to raise awareness of motor neurone disease and raise some money for the cause as well. And I think we've done some way to doing that.
Well, you're certainly doing that. And we've got a man who you'll know about as well, Craig Forsyth, a former York Rugby League player who's currently somewhere mid-Atlantic, who is also raising money for motor neurone disease. So the charity should benefit from your running, his rowing and your head shaving.
Absolutely.
Very best of luck. Can we speak to you after you've had your hair shaved off?
Absolutely. I'll have a before and after photo for you as well, Jonathan.
Very good. Very good. Nice to hear from you. Thanks very much indeed for coming on the programme. That's Matty Lewis, who, yes, part of the run.